Welcome back to Delta Racing League World Challenge Season 2 Race 4. Tonight we are bringing you action from Imola. I am Adam Santana. I am so happy to bring you to action this evening. And right now we have our AM drivers already out on track for qualifying as they are going to begin their first lap of qualifying. Let's find who is our first driver out. I am having technical difficulties. I am guessing incorrectly. I can't find the track map. There we go. Yeah, we'll stay on board with Albert Giannia. Yeah. As I said, this is race 4 of our season. As we watch our AM drivers get their qualifying started, let's run through the AM standings. We'll ignore the pro drivers because they're going to get enough shine. So right now in our AM standings, we have Rob Jakes in P1 with 60 points, and then very close behind we have Gabriel Urey and Blizzy Blake at 55 points apiece, tied for second. And then we have Hunter Herrera, Albert Giannia, Jack DeLucia, and Steve Poe closely behind after that. So we will do our best to keep an eye on that as our race weekend progresses through the evening. Is on a lap. He is on a lap here. And goes provisional pole at a 43.3. We are looking at a full dry race. I am pretty sure, so no weather concerns for our drivers this evening, which I think is probably decent weight off their minds after some of the weather we've had the past couple seasons. Let's hop on board with we'll follow Rob Jakes as he is going through the last corner on the track. We'll see where he puts himself, and I think it's going to be an okay lap here, and I think he goes P4. Giannia, who is our provisional pollster already, is about a half lap on top on with Lucas Sokolov in the 296, who was up big but lost a lot there. I think we switched onto it right as they lost. That was about an 0.8 drop in time there as Donoso goes P1 with a 43.0. It's a very good lap time as the track just ticked from fast to optimal. We are looking at decently hot ambient track temperature though, so we're probably not going to see super low lap times this evening, but already as we're going to be dipping the 42s. Now we'll get on board with Rob Jakes in the Nissan, who's 9/10 up on the previous lap already. Very clean through the last chicane there. This is going to be tracking very close to provisional pole, but Donoso, who is on provisional pole already, is half a second up on their previous lap, so improving rapidly. So Rob is very clean through the last two corners. Very good exit. And Nissan just going to stretch its legs on this front straight. Jakes goes up to P2. Hopping back on board with Donoso. Thank you, Jeff. Love you, baby. Donoso is Almost 8.5 tenths up. This is going to be a huge lap. Oh, down to a 42.2. That is very impressive. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yes, we really love it coming from tuning in from Chile. Or Chile. I'm Hispanic. I should really be able to say those country names better. I will hop aboard the Yuri, who's just exiting the last chicane. He's about 6.5 tenths up. This is going to be a good lap. I think this will put Yuri up into P2. Oh, no, they invalidated that. Was an invalidated lap. So they'll have to re-rack and go again. We keep hopping on board people at the end of the laps. Let's, where am I? I'm in Indianapolis. Yeah, the home of the greatest race in the world. The Indianapolis 500. Very good lap from Connolly there, who goes up into P2 with a 43.2. Let's see if we can hop on board someone who's a little bit earlier in the lap and not someone who's right at the end. And we've once again failed about halfway through the lap with Ryan Fulcher here, who's about to go through Aqua Minerale, a very tricky and technical part of the track. Well, Florida has a couple races that people might know about. A couple of Daytona, I think people tune into. And Denosa, who is provisionally on pole, is hunting for a 41. They are, I mean, they're tracking right on the edge of it here. This would be a huge lap to put down. Yep, can't forget Sebring. Can't forget Sebring. Ooh, I think Denoso, they did invalidate there. And that will be their qualifying. They will not get another lap. Let's see. Let's up on board with Ferreira here in the Porsche. There's a 2 or 3 tenths up, but would pick up quite a few positions if they can hold on to this lap. A little scruffy through the chicane, lost a couple tenths, but I think they're going to be okay. And we'll also keep an eye on Blizzy Blake behind, who is half a second up on their previous lap. We'll hop on that as soon as Ferrer crosses the line. And Connolly in P2 is a couple tenths up. Not necessarily going to bother Denoso, but I think it could end up being close. Ferrer's not going to pick up any positions, I don't think. No, they don't. And there comes Blizzy Blake in the BMW. Did improve. Now we have Connolly coming through. The last couple corners in the Aston Martin. Very clean through those last couple corners, but I don't think they're going to improve on that lap time. Pasta base. That's a fantastic name for a track. So yeah, none of our current Yuri is fighting for the championship up there in P3, but yeah, Donoso and Connolly, P1 and P2, and Yuri close behind P3, Junia P4, and Poe P5 for our AM drivers, as Jeff Spangler is the first pro driver to start a lap. Why don't we come on board with that? Jeff is our current championship leader, overall and in pro, followed by Tyler Carr and Timothy Jadu-Ball. In P2 and P3, then Ross Sparrow and Evan Toth, rounding up our top 5. We have had some very quick pro drivers. I'm not sure if they are all with us tonight. I don't see Neil Four Names tonight, who was very quick in the last couple of races. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I see Timothy Jadu-Ball on the grid tonight. No, I don't see his name. Maybe I'm just missing him. We do have Tyler Carr, so the fight for the top will be contested. Yeah, Jeff Spangler, I think he invalidated somewhere. Yeah, that is showing red. Nope, race control was lying to me. That was not an invalidated lap. That was a 41.495 from Jeff Spangler. Just laying one down there just from the get-go. And Matheus Martinez goes P3 on their first lap. People in the pro split not making a huge impression on their first lap. That is to be expected. With the tires are usually best on the second and third lap, not on the first. Martinez is already lost a little bit. Was 7 tenths, now 6 tenths up, and Spangler's a couple tenths up. Ross Sparrow here in the Lambos on a very solid lap that could see them up to provisional P2. Yeah. Holding it very well. Gonna get very close to second if they can improve on these last two corners. Oh, they improved. Oh, yes, they did. Spangler crossed the line in front of them, went to a 41.0, but Sparrow. Carr jumps up to P4, P3, then P4, then Sparrow up to P2 with a 41.6. What's up where Josh Worley is going to get someone finishing their lap? I'm just going to say, I think it's because the track map is upside down. It throws me off. It needs to face the other way. Worley lets off and lets someone through. Not exactly sure why they did that. Maybe just going to take a cooldown lap and re-rack and do another hot lap after that is my guess. Follow Sean Connor in the T4 Sim race in 296. Not seeing huge improvements so far on their previous lap, but I think the second sector is where they were losing out on their previous laps. I think we're going to see a big gain here. Not a huge gain, but a couple tenths through Aqua Minerale. If they can hold on to this, this would... ooh, as Jeff Spangler goes into the 40s with a 40.9. I don't know if anyone's going to be getting close to that this evening, but we will see, and we hope that someone will. As Sean Connor enters the penultimate corner, and then the last corner, and lost a little bit there. That's a decent, but I think he's only going to pick up one position now. Yeah. Oh, as we go to Evan Jones, who's on the front straight and goes up to P9. We'll follow Metzis Martinez as they are exiting Tosa. So yeah, we can stay on board with this, but we'll keep an eye on... Oh, I think this lap is invalid. Let's find a valid lap to follow. Russ Sparrow, who's jumped into P2. About a tenth and a half up now. Who's still... This will be about a half second off of Spangler at the top. Clean through the second chicane, but does lose about a tenth and losing a little bit more on exit. Will be a marginal gain for Sparrow. No, it's not going to be. I think it's going to be right on the edge of a... Just a... No, I don't think it was a gain, but does get one more lap, and Spangler is in the pits. Calling it quits. Let's hop on board with Tyler Carr, who is just through turns 2, 3, and 4. Tyler is a few tenths up right now. Ooh, that was a little... Yeah, I think a little bit too much curb there on the beginning. Yeah. Prosper, who's right behind Tyler, is probably shouting, "Get out of the way, get out of the way. I'm up. Please move." We also have Martinez in P6 is about a half a second up on their previous, or on their best lap, I should say. And Sparrow is picked up a whole heap of time here. I don't know if it's going to be enough to catch Spangler, but it could be. Oh! Lost there in the chicane, was at about a half a second up, and now around 3/10 up. It could have been close for the pole, but this is going to be a very good lap for Russ Sparrow, assuming they get a good exit, which they do. They will not pick up positions, but they will pick up a decent chunk of time. And cross the line in P2 and Carr in P3. And then we have Martinez coming across the line. I think they're going to move up to P4? P3! Oh, they jumped Carr. Very nice lap from Martinez. We'll catch Connor crossing the line, and then Lindner. And Connor's going to move up to P6. Wow, and I think Lindner's going to move up to P11 here. They do not. Well, not quite the qualifying I thought we were going to get tonight, but it was, as always, incredibly entertaining from Delta Racing League. So I believe we still have one driver That is Tim Malicki. And as they cross the line and pick up a decent chunk of time, but no positions. All right, so that sets our grid. We have Spangler P1, Sparrow P2, Martinez P3, Carp P4, Donoso P5, Connor P6, Toth P7, Monty P8, Pilant P9, and Connolly P10. And of note, Donoso in the M split is P5, and then Connolly and Yuri in the M split are P10 and P11. As our drivers are gridding up and finalizing their setups, do a little grid walk. Anyone's fans of the Cars movies probably recognize that one. Sparrow in the no-name race car. Martinez. I'm not sure what to call that, but that's a very clean, very nice red and black livery. The car in the Fear Nothing moto. And the Donoso, again, our leader of the field before we start for the AM field. Followed by Connor and the T-Force Racing, Toth in the Skyline. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. I think I found that funnier than anyone else. And as always, a beautiful set of liveries on the grid in Delta Racing League. Ooh, and the Dunkin' Donuts livery, love to see it. Everyone loves it. America runs on Dunkin'. Mr. Squatch, as always, fan favorite, aka my favorite. Another Fear Nothing moto. Love to see him on the grid. I believe we are about to head off. And here we go on the formation lap. Spangler takes us away. Not an uncommon sight. And as always, we will have one mandatory pit stop. As we go in this lap, please excuse me for about 30 seconds. My mouse is dying. I need a cord. Alright, crisis averted. Take another look through our field. Get an eye on everyone. race starts are always very interesting since it is a very long run down to the really the first corner. It's turn 2 and 3 is the first chicane. Technically turn 1 is the kink on the front straight, but it's really ignored in these cars. Really not a turn. Either line is viable on lap 1, because if you take the outside in one, you get the inside on the next, and vice versa. So it'll be an interesting one, but you have to expect Spangler knows how to control these, as I think we have our call to line up double file, and we do, as they are stacking up. Back of the grid, not quite there yet, but they will be. What I'm going to be keeping an eye on, especially, I think, is Toth and P7 behind both of those 296s. The 296 is not great off the line because of the turbo lag. So we will see how they fare against the hard-charging Nissan, and I believe we are going to go green here in a second. Fake me out, wrong line. We are away. Spangler with a good jump, and Sparrow slots in behind with Martinez behind there. Clean at the front. Everyone being very polite. A lot of too wide. We're too wide through most of the field. Very clean. Well done by our drivers this evening. Spangler is well away already to the tune of almost 6/10. My goodness, he must have been electric through the first few corners. And that is Carl Martinez. Slot in behind. Oh, car goes deep there at the exit of Aquaman Raleigh. We'll see if Connor can get a run here. Car does go to the inside, but no, it's just not long enough straight. And car gathers up back nicely and recovers there. Top back further in the field. Get some eyes. We have number 11 at the back of the field in the 5-10. They are sitting still. I don't dare try to get a replay that far back. I do apologize. There is some issues where I'm not seeing yellow flags correctly with the race control software. So I might not spot issues as quickly as I normally would, and I do apologize for that. Slot in with Carr, who's half a second, but we have a huge train. We're gonna have to hop on board with this. I think that was Poe on Donoso there. Ferrari on Ferrari. That puts Steve Poe up into P8. Yeah, we'll see what Evan talks. Evan didn't I think he did get to Donoso somewhere on that first lap, but I don't remember the exact start. I think Monty might have slipped through at some point through there. on Toth, but you have a large train forming up here. Well, not necessarily a train, they're all over Topham here, but we do have the 227. I'm not sure what that is. That's Tyler McCullough. What's happened there? No, that's not very helpful. I don't know who that is that commented, but PC locked up on straight. Put me straight. Well, that is truly unfortunate. We hate to hear that. I'm not sure that race control is... There we go. Between race control and ACC, I feel like I'm just being gaslit and bamboozled at every corner. I'm not seeing cars. Everyone's giving me a yellow flag right now. I don't know what's happening. I'm doing my best here, everyone. We'll stay on board with Evan. We can see Monty right in front of them. Oh my goodness. Toth gonna stretch her legs, but gonna be way too far back. Let's hop back here with Donoso and Post side by side on the front straight going into the first chicane. And Pope wisely backs out of it. That leaves Linder all over the back of them. Linder gets out on the ground, but that won't hurt them. As Payant was just a little bit too far behind to really do anything about it. Very short run there into the hairpin there. I'll tell you what, Spangler isn't building a huge gap from Sparrow. It's only a second and a half. It was 6/10. Actually, the first 5 corners. So that's Sparrow is holding on very strong. Martinez as well, second half behind that. And Martinez second half behind that. I mean, we do have a bit of spread in our front 5, 6, 7. But no one's really streaking away at the moment. Up more with Toth on Monty there. Ooh. Have to see what the Nissan can do on the front straight here. If Toth can manage a good exit, they could get a really good run into the chicane. Oh, I mean, look at that. The Nissan just powers right up there, but not as good on the brakes, and Monty does hold the inside very well. Very good defensive driving there. Oh, then we have a gaggle of cars. And I believe Leonard got by Poe. Then we have Poe, then Yuri, Payant, Gianni, and Jakes behind there. I mean, it's a huge chunk of cars from, I believe, P10 to P14. Yuri's all over the back of Poe. With Pion just right behind them. I think Yuri got a really good exit out of the chicane there, but Poe going defensive, but Yuri's, oh, Poe's gonna hold it. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you could have got a piece of paper between those two cars there. Yuri with a great exit out of the last corner there. The early acceleration of the McLaren versus the better top end speed of the 296. Yuri stays in it just a little bit. Oh, and they were so close to touching again. Very good driving from both drivers just from those last few corners. Oh, Yuri with a better exit there, and we'll see. Gonna be on the racing line, but gonna take a long way around. Not gonna be able. I think Pion might opportunistically try and slip through the inside there, and I think they're going to. Oh, they back out of it. This group of cars are going at it. This fantastic driving from all of them right now. We'll hop up here with Donoso, who is on the back of Monty. I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, Monty had gotten by at some point, but I'm not sure where. Donoso's coming back very hard. Gonna go for the inside. But Monty holds it. And nothing doing for a huge group behind. We have Ryan Fulchers on the back of Lizzie Blake, but nothing doing there either. And we missed. Oh, we caught the end of it. We'll let this ride for a second, but we'll catch the replay. And hopefully get all of that as well. Oh, yeah, just gets on the gravel, and the Aston's gonna have the better exit there. But the Ferrari holds on. Absolutely, Reza. It's just great top to bottom. Oh, and Donoso caught some grass there on the exit. I don't think Lindner's going to have enough to... Nope. Certainly not. But I think Lindner feels... Oh, as they're giving them a very nice flash. Just a nice hello from behind. Dips a little bit into the gravel. A little bit again there. Not going to help their cause on the main straight. We're going to hop back on board with Yuri. And oh! I want to check that replay from the last corner, but I don't dare look away from this. Because we have Poe, Yuri, Pion, Giannia. Oh! I think Yuri gave Poe a little tap in the rear there. And then Jakes as well joining in to make it a group of 5. Oh, this is madness. Oh, and there goes Jakes, and I believe that was Giannia slipped through. Check back with this battle, but we're definitely going to keep an eye on that battle for P10 through 15 because those guys are just having a scrap. Oh, Giannia with the drive-through already. That could only be for track limits. We're not even 15 minutes. We're not even 15 minutes into the race. I feel like we've had about 45 minutes of racing already. Oh, that is a huge blow for Giannia, though. And they do go into serve that right away. I think Payant. It's a little bit of a run here on Poe. Poe goes defensive on the inside. There is a lot of overlap. Oh, we definitely had some contact there. But both drivers make it through. And then Yuri is right there on Poe as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think we got a little tag from Poe back on Payant there. Oh my goodness. No harm, no foul in my opinion. We also have Linder all over the back of Monty. Oh. Not too much to keep our eyes on. We also have Vulture all over the back of Busy Blake. Nothing going. Stay here for the second. That was a great exit from Vulture. Catch that on the replay. We did have a swap positions there as Toth gets by Connor. That Nissan is so incredibly fast in a straight line. This is Monty followed by Linder, followed by Denoso. A group of cars from Poe back have settled down, at least for the moment. The Sokolov sending it on Garrity. Oh, and there was a tap. I slightly missed what happened there. I think we're going to have to roll that back. Oh no, there wasn't any contact. That was just a little bit of a moment there for the Ferrari. Had a little more going on here. We're gonna hop back. A little bit too much curb there. Holds it, but I believe Gary then powered through. He did, as he is in front of Blizzy Blake now. Check on this battle for the podium. His car is all over Martinez. And I'm not sure what who the other McLaren is. I believe that might be some lap traffic. So I don't believe we've had any. We have had. Oh, Giannia, that was Giannia serving the drive-through. No. I think that that lap car maybe could have impeded car since it created a 3-wide situation there, and just one of those things where you almost can't help it really. no one really did anything wrong. Just a situation, and yeah, we're here, but car is, I mean, all over Martinez for P3. Yeah, we're not going to see a move here in the last couple corners, but I mean, car is going to be looking to maximize their exit here. Sim pretty even, but car in the draft. Martinez going to the inside to defend. Car's going to be brave, but does back out of it. Martinez holds the position. Linder's not quite able to get there under brakes. And we have our first pitter, I believe, with Jakes going into the pits at the 40, little over 40 minute left. So match is a little early, but certainly not a crazy time to pit. With Monte in P7, followed close by Linder, then Dinoso behind Linder. We'll stay here, but we'll try to keep an eye on the other battles as they develop. But this one, we have 3 cars within a second right now. Oh, and Jake's got to stop and go 30 on their pit stop. That is a race killer. You hate to see it. And Linder shoots for the outside around Monty. Is going to have it done well before the braking zone. And Genoso almost got a nose in there as well. I don't know if that was a not fight it situation, maybe a small lift situation, or if Linder's exit was just that much better than Monty's there. But to have it done that early on the straight is not normal, but it could happen. Oh, we have a car off out. Oh. Ooh, that was almost a big moment there. Everyone makes it through okay, though. Genoso's all over the back of Monty, but goes wide at the chicane. And nothing doing now. Car is back in the slipstream. Martinez ahead, but both McLarens, I don't think, going to make a huge impression on the main straight. Not sure what happened here from Folger, but that was Folger had a spin coming out of Aqua Minerale. I'm guessing that was probably too much curb or a little bit too much momentum carried through the second part of the chicane there, and yeah, that's a lot of positions lost for Fulcher. Not quite a train yet, but we do have some cars forming up behind Steve Poe again. Not too close, and we Got to change of position there between Donoso and Payant. That's a lot of positions out for Donoso. That's at least 4. So there was something else there that we did not get eyes on, unfortunately. Wow, because Donoso was fighting with Monty for P8, so only lost 1 position, but a lot of time. So that Ferrari looks like it's seen better days, so I don't know if that was contact between the 2 cars. Oh, and Yuri is all over Ferrari there, coming out of Raleigh, and then here into the last chicane. Very good. Oh, the Porsche has a Porsche moment, but they gather it up, but it does compromise Yuri. And car is just keeping it under a half a second for Martinez, and that's Yuri going into the pits. Going to try the undercut. Donoso also into the pits. I think we just missed some action here between Carr and Martinez. As Martinez went wide in the second chicane. Oh, but Carr just, yeah, it's so hard to hang around the outside there. I wonder if Carr is maybe thinking undercut as we are at the 35-minute mark. I feel like I say more often than I should have had it queued up. Our pit time lost in the pits is roughly 71 seconds. This is what our drivers are going to lose for their pit stop. The car does not choose to try the undercut on this lap, but stays in it. Did have a good run there into the braking zone, but just not enough to try anything. Hop on with Garrity close behind Ferrari here. So we're going through the last 2 corners. You have to like the McLaren's oomph on the straight here. I think a little bit too far behind though. Nothing going there, but Ferrari a little unsettled through the first chicane, and Garrity has a really good run here. Not a place to pass. Oh, I think we got a little bit of contact there. And I think this Ryan, was pulling over to slow down. Yeah, just got back over, trying to get back on the racing line, and does the very sporting thing to let them back by, even at their own loss of a lot of positions. Love just to see the good sportsmanship here in Delta Racing League. But that does bring Ferrara into the clutches of Poe, who has kind of been a trailer, and that Carr does duck into the pits to attempt the undercut on Martinez. We will see how that works out for Carr. Oh, Steve Poe goes very wide, but doesn't lose the position. And gathers it up to get out of the last corner, and is not going to get run down by the BMW Blizzy Blake there. Gary also pits. Ooh, the BMW not quite there. But Blake and Poe both go wide. Oh, then we get contact between Sokolov and Blake. And I think we also had contact between Poe and Blake. That was, they both got up on the curbs. Oh, and nothing Poe could do there, and just gave Blake a little tap, which I think put Blake into Sokolov. Whew. Well, kind of nice. Well, as I said, those are cars in the pits. If Troy Gooder, who is on the back of a car who just came out of the pits, I think car is probably gonna stretch that out, and I think we just had a change of position there that we have missed between Sokolov and Blizzy Blake, and maybe Poe as well. Oh, Blizzy Blake went too far out at the exit. Aquaman Raleigh, and Poe gets through as well. That was Ryan Garrity out of the pits against Fulcher and just giving a decent amount of room. Oh, we have a lot. Ooh, that looked so close to someone getting punted across the. We have a lot of pitters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6, 7, 8 cars in the pits. We'll follow Toth out to see where they come out. I'm not sure. That was in front of them that came out. That BMW had seen better days there. Went car, I believe, flashing by in the Fear Nothing Moto. And Toth back out into P8. That was car. So our top 7 have still yet to pit so far. Toth. Take the back. Car is our highest sitting driver, has not pitted in P8. Car is much too far off the lead to bother. Spangler at the moment, who's really stretched it out to about 14 seconds on Sparrow. And then now we have Connor and Lindner in the pits from P4 and P5. Oh, we have more pitters. Gooder, Giannia, and Poe are all in. Some more drivers picking up some positions from our pitting drivers. What I'm going to keep an eye on is Carr, who is behind Ferreira. That is not Ferreira. That is the number 47. That is Worley, who I believe is a lap down. They are letting Carr through. Hopefully that didn't hold them up too much. And Gooder with stop and go third from P19. That's a race killer. I think what we need to keep an eye on here is Carr to Martinez for the last podium spot. Right now we're looking at, I think Martinez would hold on. I'm not sure how Carr was. I don't know if Carr had some damage that they fixed in the pits. Tell you what, none of our drivers are really bothering that 71 second mark. So maybe we're looking closer to about a 75. That looks about the closest, the quickest that we've seen so far. Yeah, Connor was 74 and Payant was 74, the best we've seen in the pits so far. But our top four have still yet to pit. Everyone else has served their mandatory pit stop. So just Spangler, Sparrow, Martinez, and Sokolov are yet to pit. You have to imagine it's going to be coming soon, as Spangler's absolutely going into the pits. Yep. Gets slowed down nicely. Not too aggressive in the line, as they don't need to be. Oh, and Jake's with the drive-through, and they are serving it, and Sparrow comes in as well. Gets slowed down. Martinez in as well. Those are top three in the running order. Sokolov is quite a ways back. We'll hop on board. We have Blizzy Blake followed by Fulcher and Garrity, all within a second of each other. All pits are done. Ooh, Fulcher really close up on the brakes, but too late on the brakes, and Garrity slides on through. I'll have to keep an eye on where our top three comes out. Carr is the one that we're going to be looking at in relation to, I think, Sparrow and Martinez, especially Martinez. But Carr is not even into the penultimate corner yet. Spangler is out of the pits. The 5, which is Sparrow, I believe that is, so slowly coming through. This car is on the main straight. Sparrow is away. Where is Martinez? Oh, Martinez is not, I think, halfway through. And that is Carr going through. I don't know if Martinez had some damage that they had to fix. We'll keep an eye on their elapsed pit time. About 7 seconds slower than the rest of them, thinking that was probably damage, or maybe they had some issues with the pits. Maybe they went too long into the box. That is unfortunate, as they were having a fantastic race up to that point. And they come up behind Toth as well. Oh, getting by that Nissan is not going to be easy, but they're going to have much fresher tires, which will certainly be an advantage. And Sokolov did not pit. They are our sole driver that has not pitted. We have a pretty big spread in our top 5. Martinez on Toth here. And Martinez is not wasting time getting on the back of that Nissan. Leonard side by side there for a second. See if we can roll that back and catch what happened there. Oh yeah, there's no way to pass through there on the outside. It's just not possible. But a good drive from Linder there to give Payant all the space they needed. Oh, Martinez not close enough on the front straight, but probably almost certainly still building heat in those tires. Back to Payant. I don't think the Porsche's going to have the oomph against the Aston here on the main straight, and yeah, Lenders stretches that out a little bit. Payant is savage under the brakes there. Let's hop back with this. The Blake Fulcher Garrity battles Fulcher got... Oh, Martinez with a drive-through from P6. Oh, no. Oh, they're having such a strong race. It's going to be a big loss. What does a drive-through lose you here? Oh, it's about 36 seconds. That's going to be a huge loss for Martinez. Oh, Blizzy Blake with a fumble there. And I think Fulcher has... Oh, forces Blizzy Blake to back out of it. Gary's going to be right there. Oh, but maybe going to hang it through the outside there. No, just not really possible. Gary's going to slip onto the inside. And I think we're going to have a drag race here into the next corner. No, we will not, as Blizzy Blake will hold it. Sokolov pits to take there. Mandated pits up, and Martinez goes in to serve there. And Gary and Blizzy Blake are still just glued to each other here. Oh, I'm not sure where that Mercedes came from. That was Cook. Had a bit of a moment there, but does not impede anyone. So we'll hop back with Payan and Lindner here. We'll keep an eye on that three-car battle. Now we're going back to the car because they are all over each other. Oh, Garrity with a slang oh, no! I think they just got a tank slapper there out of the last corner. Maybe they took too much curb. I'm not sure. A little bit of gravel there. Was there contact? Oh, I think that little bit of the yellow sausage has just sent Ryan out of the wall. That is truly unfortunate because these three drivers were having a great battle there. And Martinez, after they start the drive-through, drops down to P10. A really decent way. Let me make sure that that time is correct. Yeah, about 10 seconds behind Yuri. That was a killer. Only 4 positions lost, though, but that is a lot. And worth pointing out, right now, Yuri is our leader of the AM class, followed by Ferreira and Sokolov. Sokolov with that late pit. It seemed to work out. I'm not sure. Let me check their position. They're up 6 positions from their start from P18 to P12, so the late pit certainly worked out for them, at least in some regards. And that is Garrity with a drive-through from P16 from bad to worse. You hate to see it. Now up with the Nos, who I believe also had a drive-through they served. Nope. I think I'm misremembering names. I apologize for that. But they were mixing it up at the top half of the grid earlier. Them and Steve Poe are not identical Ferraris, but they look very much alike. Big spread here as we're and that was Poe going wide, and Dunosa says thank you very much. I take those. So really very big field spread. So this is about our closest battle right now, as well as Blake on Fulcher for P13. We'll keep an eye on that. And as I say that, the gap closed down by 3/10. We'll hop back there and see what they're up to. I think we're just going to keep bouncing back and forth between these 4 cars because I think they are destined to do this for the next 17 minutes. on board with the Porsche so we can, at the very least, get some soothing sounds. Payant and Lindner both very clean. I just feel like Payant just can't get close enough to force Lindner in the second. Linder's just driving their lines and not doing anything defensive and just keeping their pace, which is definitely the right thing to do here. You got to make Payant do something extraordinary to get by you. This is going on. The gap in the front is Jeff Spangler has really stretched it out to almost 22 seconds. Also, with the fastest lap of the race, to a 41.2, half a second better than Sparrow with nothing to be embarrassed about. What happened? Oh, Lindner got a drive-through. Lindner got a drive-through, and Payant is through into P7. That is a killer. This is a track it's very easy to pick. The track cuts up, as we've seen. I mean, I think we've had about 5 or 6 drivers, and that's really going to drop Lindner. We'll keep an eye on their exit, as I think Ferreira's going to fly by. Sokolov is going to fly by. But not Fulcher. No, Lindner will be pretty safe there. Oh, not from Fulcher. Oh, that is the Nissan of Jakes. It was, I believe maybe a lap down. Yes, they are. Well, we don't have anything else going on. Let's hop on board with our leader. And Martinez in P9, is that? That's Martinez's second drive through the race. Oh man, that is so unfortunate for them. I cannot imagine their frustration at the moment. I've been there. It's not fun. I mean, of course he's in the lead of the race. Oh, did he have Jeff had a moment somewhere. I would love to roll this back. I don't know how far back I need to go. That was a 151. I mean, almost a full 9-10 seconds off his normal pace. Wow, something must happen right before we hopped on board. Maybe there was a moment in the first or second chicane where Jeff went wide. Or maybe I completely missed something as we were walking on board, and I was trying to figure out what was happening with other drivers. And I apologize if it was obvious. But now we have Lindner on Sokolov for a final spot in the top 10. This would, well, we have to factor in Martinez, who hasn't served their drive-through yet, which will certainly bring both these in the top 10, but they are fighting for points. Our Am and Pro points are not split. You are fighting for overall points, so every position matters as Martinez goes in to serve their drive-through. I think Linder's gonna have the grunt on Sokol. No, not quite. You have to be really brave on the brakes. I don't know if they can be that brave. No. Fulcher's into the pits as well. Didn't see a penalty come across for that. No, I don't see anything there. I'm not sure. Certainly it's probably damage related, or maybe they RTG'd. Keep an eye on that. Ooh, Linder all over the back of Sokolov there through the final chicane. See if they can keep that distance here through the last two corners, because that's going to be crucial. It's getting a run on the main straight. Both of these cars are turbo challenged. Not great at the lower end, but they really get going at the top end. Oh, I think Sokolov is going to have to defend here. Nope. Gives Linder the inside, but Linder isn't able to get the overlap, and Sokolov is able to hold the position. Very well done and nicely judged by them to stay on the racing line there. As it looks like Martinez has decided to park it and call it an evening. Can't say I don't blame him. I've parked it for less, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is our closest on-track battle, and we're going to keep an eye on it. I feel like Linder's got the pace over Sokolov, but yeah, Linder's fast lap place is 42.4, Sokolov's a 43.2, so Linder should have the pace. I'm not sure when they pitted though. It's possible. I think Linder had a drive-through. That is why they are behind. So I'm not sure when they pitted it, so not sure whose tires are better than the others. Now we have a better fight. We have Giannia and Deluge. Oof, that's not Deluge. I don't know. Correct me in the comments or in the Discord chat if I am massacring your name. Yeah, Giannia didn't make an impression. I don't know if Jack made a move there in the Porsche around Giannia. We just didn't see that. Giannia's not falling too far off yet. And Donoso is there in the back. Probably thinking they can pick up some positions here. Oh, there goes Giannia onto the inside with the mighty send. But got it stopped. But the Porsche is able to power out of the corner. Donoso closed up, I think, 8/10 there through those 4 or 5 corners. Giannia's on the hunt here for P12. Giannia's just going to have to concentrate on a really good exit out of the last corner. Oh, I think Giannia got spooked there by Donoso, who looked like they were going to send it, but they didn't, but then let off the brakes and slipped through. Very opportunistic. Probably a bit of a battle for me for P8 between Ferrer, Sokolov, and Lindner. I'm not sure if Ferrer had a mistake somewhere on this lap or if Sokolov and Lindner have just been closing up. And we missed Donoso getting by Deluge there. Very nicely done. Very strong on the brakes there. And Ferrer, this would be a hugely strong finish in a P8. What would be P2 overall in the end, so I don't think they're going to give this up easy to Sokolov as we are under the 5-minute mark. Ooh, I thought Sokolov took a little bit too much curve there and got a little bouncy. And Lindner's going to close it up, but this is not a place to pass on the outside. Lindner was just a little bit too far back to take advantage of that. Oh, and Sokolov, I don't know if they caught some curb on the inside there. We'll see if they can hold this. Nope. Lindner goes for the switcheroo there, but again puts themselves onto the outside. Oh, this is brave. You can stay on the outside, but they do it. Oh, Lindner gets it done on the outside. What a move. That was unbelievable. We're going to roll that back. That was an incredibly brave pass. An incredibly well judged by Sokolov there to give the room needed and to not understeer out. Incredible driving by both, but you have to say a heck of a move by Lindner there. We have, oh, Giannia, I don't think we're gonna, is out on the grass. I'm not sure what corner that is. I think that might be coming out of the hairpin. Oh, and then spins it up on the grass. Oh. I'm not sure if Giannia maybe got a helping hand there out on the grass. Oh, whoa! That was Ferreira. I think it was just a smidge too much curb there on the exit of 2 and 3. Good there. Oh, but just took, yeah, those yellow sausages will get you. And there's just no weight on the rear end of that Porsche. There's just not a lot of fuel left in the car. Nothing to keep it weighted down. If I'm not mistaken, that looked like Jeff Spangler coming up to lap P10. Unbelievable pace. Oh, was that Lindner out too wide? And Sokolov goes through. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is... This pack of cars, I mean, it's been all races, not just been these drivers, but like the P7 to P15, it's just been a battle. And with that, it's sticking up a little bit too far. It's going to sneak through on Giannia. Oh, maybe not. Had a big catch of oversteer there, and Giannia's going to get back through. As our leader has gone on to the final lap of the race, so most of our drivers will have this one plus one more. I believe 10th and down will be on their final lap. So 2nd through 9th. What happened there with Giannia? I looked away for a second. Too much curb, letting him through. Not sure why that was for position. Maybe there was an incident we did not see and Giannia was being very sporting, not totally sure. And this is our closest on-track battle, 1.2 seconds. I lied. Lindner closing back up on Sokolov. They will have one more to do after they cross the line. I don't know if this is totally settled for P8 yet. Oh, Sokolov goes really wide. Oh, but Lindner has to check up. And Lindner is not happy about that rejoin. I can't say I necessarily blame them. Now we have Gary on the back of Worley. They will be crossing the line and finishing here. As Jeff Spangler has taken the checker flag. Oh, Worley goes wide and Gary's going to slip through and I think is going to hold it there for P15. Nicely done. And I believe Sparrow will be crossing the line now as well in P2. Carr not too far behind there in P3. Well done by our top three drivers. That will be our podium of Spangler, Sparrow, and Carr. I believe that is done and settled as far as Gary and Worley goes, but we'll keep an eye on the gap as Lindner does not want to give this up. It's going to keep the pressure on here. Oh, they're all over the back. I think the way this is going, we might see a drag race to the line here. Who can keep it cleanest through these last three corners? And also Connor, Monty Payan, and Yuri down to P7. This is our battle for P8 and P9. And Sokolov almost went wide again. But settles it down, and I think they're going to get that run down to the line. And they will hold on. Nicely done by them. Wow. I have to say, we had some dry spots there, but my goodness. The racing, as always, in Delta Racing League is very heated, very fair, and very, very well judged. That was a fantastic, fantastic race. And again, Jeff Spangler was our winner. I know, shock, gasp. But I am going to be very interesting to see how the rest of our points are going to shake out, especially for the AM class. Because Robert Jakes didn't have a great race. Yuri, I believe, had a solid finish, but Lizzie Blake wasn't really around. But the rest of the AM field's kind of spread out, so we'll see how that shakes out. Our pro class, I mean, it's the rich get richer. Jeff Spaniel's going to pull that lead out further from Carr from P1 to P2. So yeah, we'll see how that shakes out. We're not sure on penalties as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that during the week. But we will be back next week with round 5 from the Red Bull Ring. That is right. We're going to be at the Red Bull Ring, and it is essentially a track with 3 straights attached with some squiggly bits there after the 3rd straight, and then it's just over and over. I think it's going to, as always, with Delta Racing League, be a bang of a race. I'm excited. I hope you're all excited. And I'm so happy to bring that to you next week. And I'm very happy to call this for you tonight. But yes, I hope you all have a very good week. I hope our drivers have a good week of practice. And we will see you all in 7